Conditional love she gave so freely.
Good afternoon, everybody. I hope, excuse me, can you be quiet a little? The young people outside the tent. The young people outside the tent. Young people outside the tent, can you hear me? Can you hear me, young people outside the tent? The young people who came with various politicians outside the tent. My name is Odinga, and I'm talking on behalf of the Jaramogi Odinga's family. I'm talking on behalf of Jaramogi Odinga. I beg you to keep quiet. Let us send our sister in peace. We are not interested in your politics. Being a politician or not, we are not interested in that. The thing that has brought us here today is to lay our sister to rest. Go away or keep quiet. I hear you are students from Jaramogi Odinga. That does not give you a right to come and disorganize.
Odinga for that guidance. Nyikwara mogia juang. Nyikwara mogia juang. Ubiro ye. Hapa nuinjo na hapo sasa iwe clear.
So we gather today to honor our grandmother Berrly Odinga, a woman whose love, grace, and quiet strength, calmness, and love through the way she embraced each one of us. Her presence was a refuge, and her wisdom will guide us for the rest of our lives. Though our hearts are heavy, we are grateful for her prayers, her stories, her laughter, and the unconditional love she gave so freely. Grandma Berrly, you may be gone from our sight, but never from our hearts. Your light lives on in each of us. Rest in peace.
Today I want to honor someone who has been a constant source of joy, a strength to us all in one way or the other. I am writing this tribute to celebrate her kindness, support, love, and unforgettable impact she had on everyone around her. She was one of my biggest supporters and also encouraged me a lot. She would send me messages and reply to all my posts even if she did not make it for my events. Also proud of me and made sure I knew that. Auntie Tota, as I called her, will forever be in my heart, and may her soul rest in eternal peace.
As we are closing the grandnieces and nephews, very, very quickly, could we have Margaret, Melanie, and Mark? Margaret, Melanie, and Mark. Okay. Okay. Beatrice. Hello? Beatrice Wanjiko, karibu. Very, very close. Please, thank you very, very much for attending all our meetings. Asante sana, sana, sana. She had something, always at media. She had something. She was with Burl in the hospital.
I come from Nyeri. How I met Mom, sometimes in 2003, I went to Zimbabwe for a job. I went to Zimbabwe in 2003. I got a job in a certain college. She greeted me, Zuri. She asked me, said, why are you sitting here alone? you can go and visit her. Don't just stay here alone. Later on, I discovered that woman was her friend. When I went and looked for Mom, I found her. I found with a Wino Ogora, and that's how we started our friendship with the Mom until the time she left. Mom had been so much, we had been so close to each other. We had gone through a lot. Sometimes we would fight, and then I would run away. And Mom, if she doesn't want to lose you, she'll make sure she'll get you. Manage to I'll come back. And we stayed together until this time she left us. I've managed to write a small eulogy because it is so much, even what people have been saying. But eulogy for my best friend, Auntie Burl. Today we gather to honor and remember someone who meant so much to me. I had the privilege of being for her as a patient, but long before that, she was my best friend since 2003. Over the years, she became a constant presence in my life, someone I could trust, love with, and learn from. She faced life with strength, grace, and quiet courage that inspired everybody. Even in difficult moments, she carried a warmth that made seen and valued. Caring for her in her final journey was both an honor and a blessing because it allowed me to give back even a small portion of the love and kindness and the memories we built together over the past 2 decades. She may be gone from our sight, but she'll never be gone from our hearts. May her soul rest in eternal peace. Amen. Hello. Before I leave, there are 2 other people we used to care who are very who Mom loved so much. A driver called Wasoga. I would want to recognize Wasoga, and a lady called Benta. Benta, where are you? Just wave to the people. And Wasoga, the 3 of us really valued them because they worked very hard for her and she liked them.
Thank you, Beatrice. Berrly had a very, very, very close friend, extremely, extremely close. Known to all of you, but unknown to all of you, she had a personal relationship with Berrly. Dr. Saloske, karibu. Dr. Saloske, karibu, mama.
Thank you, Eli. As some of you may know, we were actually the same generation. When she came to the University of Nairobi and was 2 years behind, I was in Dar es Salaam at the time, but we all knew each other around Starlight and Alliance. Those of you who are my generation, like my sister Ida, would know what that was. Somewhere along the line, and I'll cut this very short, in the first week of December 1980, my late friend, Honorable Raila Odinga, and the man we called Edgar Tekere, with his Chimurenga name, together with Professor Achieng Odhiambo, just delivered. That was before we, the teaching staff at the University of Nairobi, scattered to the 4 corners of the world. As it turned out, the fiasco at the University of Nairobi kicked me out of that institution to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And so I arrived in Guiza. I knew Berrly was there, and I had run into her with the famous husband of hers, and we'd said hello. But we laughed, we talked. At the end, we decided to continue with what we used to do at Alliance and Starlight. We went to Sandros and danced until the sun came up. The last, I had gone to the Jaramogi Institute. and there was a commotion. We were doing the elections of 2022. Baba to come and talk to them. As soon as I walked into his office, he sprang up and he said, "Have you seen your friend? Your friend is here." I said, "No." I was not in doubt at all about who he was talking about. We ran out of there, went to another room where Berrly was. To Kata, we were the only people left. A very sweet-natured person. She had a hilarious sense of humor. She brought a lot of joy to those of us who are proud to have called her a friend. May her soul rest in eternal peace. Thank you.
The good governor of Mombasa County, Abdul Swamad Sharif Nasir. Thank you, sir. The rest of us, may we remain settled.
Thank you very much, Maurice. Thank you. Asante sana bigi. Our next speaker, she's the Iron Lady of the Odingas. You know? Our next... my very able treasurer. We've worked very, very, very well with her. Nyakamami. Karibu, karibu, karibu. Worked tirelessly to ensure that everything is in place. Right from the hospital, she's been there. Karibu Nyakamami, karibu.
Riding on the protocols that have already been observed.
May I request that we be settled to allow Honorable Ruth Odinga to address us. Mheshimiwa.
As you all know, my name's Ruth Adhiambo Odinga, Buzia. I am the 9th born. Burl was my sister, or is my sister. I would not want to say it was. Youth leader is the firstborn, and I'm the lastborn. So you can imagine how youthful I still am, if youth is the still leader. It's a bit hard for me to actually stand up here to talk about my sister Berrly as if she's no more. Berrly and I were very, very close. Berrly is a sister I had when all my other siblings, my older siblings, were abroad. Honorable Buru was in Russia. Honorable His Excellency Raila Odinga was in Germany. My sister Wenwa was in Germany. My brother Gola was in Russia, university. But before that, she was the one who was with us. For me, she loved me a lot. I was that young sister they all had that they never expected their mother to have. Even between me and expected me to be there. So they all pampered me, but Berrly was there with me as I was growing up. When I was in primary, I remember she even wrote an essay for me in school, and when I went, the teacher was very suspicious. Mr. Fernandez said, "Are you sure you're the one who wrote this?" Because Berrly had impeccable English, and she was really good in English. So she wrote for me an essay that was not for a person who is in standard 5. The teacher then made me a week later to write the same essay, and you can imagine what happened.